Truth. All right. This is a word that as I was growing up at a very young age, I heard it multiple times a day because of the religion my mother was in, which is Jehovah's Witnesses, and they use that word, the truth. Come and join the. They're in the truth. So everything they do, it meant it. They were using it like it had to be the only fact, and they were positive of everything, and you had to join them. And the basic way when I hear people say the truth is basically, if you don't believe what we believe, you're false, you're wrong. And I always felt that was a very not to say a good way to push people away, but to me, it's calling people, everybody that doesn't is stupid other than us. And I thought truth, you have to be careful how you use the word truth. It's a very, very hard word. I don't want to say you're going to associate it with lying or, but to me, when you're going to pull out the dictionary and look up the definition, the old one says quality, state of being true or accurate or honest or sincere or loyal or accurately shaped or adjusted. Okay, that's its first definition. It's pretty long, that one. Now here it says that which is true. Something which has been verified and cannot be disputed. And a little definition, a scientific truth is right there. So when I think of the word truth, to me, at a very young age, it had to be guaranteed fact. If you're going to use that word I don't want to say in theory, but I was going to school and I have a simple class that says a science class, and when it's telling me, how that the Earth is billions of years old, man and whatnot have been, on the continent of North America for this long, and blah blah blah, and whatever you want to go and bring out as facts. I don't want to use numbers and everything. And then I'm told that, well, the truth is humans and man just poof was there at 6,500 years ago, roughly, and the end of the world is about to happen. That's kind of what I was brought up with, and nothing made sense. So not to say I had to pick a side, but I had to, not say I could not be one of those people that look the other way on one of the items. Like it's fact that they're wrong in a lot of the things in a Bible, or almost to say any Bible, if you will. I don't want to just pick on theirs. Their Bible is basically it's the Christianity Bible. So I don't care what all the stories are just modified slightly. They're all the same. Funny if you if you know who I am and everything. So to call yourself a Christian, you'd believe in the basic beliefs that I was brought up with, and I don't want to say they shaped some of my morals, but it came to be my opinion that you can't call people wrong if they have facts and they're right, and they're what I call scientific. So to me, it became you had to be careful when I would use the word truth. To me, that's something more. Not to say you would use in court, but that's to prove in my alternate or not my mind. Sorry, that there's no alternate word really, but it just kind of means it's the fact, the guaranteed fact. You know what I mean? And when people use that person's, he's telling the truth, and you're presuming that they are, I think that's you have to be kind of careful when you say somebody's telling the truth, especially when it comes to children, because children can see things a lot different than an adult can. And, it's not necessarily to say we'd call it a lie, but, they might be telling the truth in their mind. Now some people might say I have, say a pessimistic or an optimistic view on certain things, because maybe they see sometimes, I'm in some of the ways I see things that I'm seeing it optimistically because I'm seeing it like they are, and others are going to see it maybe pessimistic. I'm not going to say that they're not telling the truth. You know what I mean? It's the way they want to perceive it. To say, but I think you got to be careful not to be taught the truth. I think it's something each individual needs to look into. Not to say it's like a jury system, but you're looking in yourself to find an answer that you're going to be comfortable with saying and standing behind, essentially. And I like to put hard facts behind something I'm generally going to stand. And if I'm mistaken something, I'm always willing to say I'm mistaken in something. But it's still okay to have my opinion on how I believe something should be, and I believe other people have their right. So again, to me, I can't tell somebody's not, they're not being truthful if they're not saying something that's, it's I guess to say disadvantageous. If you're, it's bad for them to say it for themselves. So, if they don't want to say the truth to save themselves, you can't say that's necessarily wrong if they're keeping it away, but it's one of those, it's borderline inside what you're going to be dealing with. So I hope the way people understand the truth and how, especially for people that were brought up like me and hearing the word, the truth. And, if you're not part of, we're in the truth here, it was a real word that I had to be careful on how I started using because, what I believe to be true, to say root word it's coming from, but it's, it's the positiveness, and if you can't prove it, careful with the word truth, so I hope it explains how I think about that.